This is the train. First of all, living in New York City. Hey guys, I'm Jose McKenna, and on this channel, I pretty much talk about life and photography, which is like my passion, and also traveling. And as some of you already know, I moved to New York City 2 months ago to chase my dreams, of being and I also live in a big city. I come from a small town in Brazil, which even though it's like a capital of the state, that's pretty much a small town. So everyone knows each other, and pretty much know where they all what is going in their lives. And I wanted to change that, especially because when moving to the US a couple years ago, I was living in Orlando and I decided to make a change. I always felt like Orlando had, something really beautiful on it, but it didn't have what this city has, in terms of how diverse and it can be, but also in terms of how adventurous it can get, And I wanted to make that change because I feel like, a quiet life and also like, a 9 to 5 job and so nothing was really exciting, about me or even about the life that I was having at the time when I was living in Orlando. So I decided to move here to to take and also pursue like bigger dreams and also have that life is worth living. So I made that change a couple months before, and I think I prepared for it. Like nobody even told me it was gonna be this hard, cause we seen on Instagram stories people be like, oh, this is my life in New York City. This is what I love the most. I can go to as many bars I can, and I can hang out with my friends. I can make new friends. I can go to all these places that you only get to see growing up on TV. And no one is really talking about the dirty side of the city. The you don't usually see on a big screen or even on a small screen if you're watching it on your phone. But the thing is, even though I wasn't told the full truth about coming to the city, I still find it fascinating, and that is just not me, I think. As many people that I, get to meet, and also I get to talk to them, and also hear about the stories they've been through. They find it here way different from, the small concept, but it can be also like in a big city in France, which is like Paris. But they all have this little thing in common is that they find the life in here that you feel overwhelmed. A lot of things to do, places to go, but also a lot of experience that you would haven't get the chance if you're like in your home country or even in your hometown. And 2 months in living in the city, I think I've never felt the mix between safer and also unsafe at the same time. If you know what I mean, it's like you see all those places in America that you feel like you can walk at night and you can go, home without even thinking that you're gonna get robbed or even assaulted. But the thing in your city is that you feel both things at the same time. I don't know if it's just my experience, but that's how I felt those these 2 months living here, and I always feel like I can go from the subway station to my home, which 8 minutes walk, without nothing happening to me. But I also feel that something really bad can happen at any time, and that brings me a lot of thoughts on how we should be able to feel safe within our own city, and that's not how it is working right now. And coming from my idea of what it's like to feel safe and not feel safe, if you know what I mean. And coming from a small town in Brazil, I know what it feels like to not feel safe in my own home. So, in your city, I get the feeling that something bad can happen at any time, but I also feel like that I can go back home from the subway station, which is like 8 minutes walk, and that period of time that always get me thinking, like, okay, being to like bad situations, so just watch out, looking for both directions when crossing the street, but also looking for, like pretty dark spots, so you don't want to get into that, or don't crawl, don't talk to strangers, if you know what I mean. And that is like the part that is no one is talking about on social media, on social media people be like, oh yeah, come to New York City, you're gonna be able to follow and chase your dreams, and you're gonna be able to do a lot of things that you only get to see on TV, and your life is gonna be amazing, it's gonna be crazy, and you're gonna get, so much activity that you're gonna go, like, I wanna be live here forever. And yeah, that can also happen, but that's not, 100%. That's for sure. Cause which is like 70%. Cause the other 30 people are not even talking about it, cause they are actually living it. And when I say living it, I say people are actually living it. And that's like, at least 50%. That is what is the time that people are supposed to post on social media. They're actually spending on a subway ride, which, if you live in Brooklyn, if you're going to get to Manhattan Uptown, it's going to get you at least an hour and 20 or an hour and 30 minutes, which is like, if you go both ways, it's going to take like 3 hours of your day. So how crazy is that? You're gonna spend at least 3 hours of your day inside of a subway. In the meantime, it is doing the ride. So if you ever come to think of that, you spend a lot of time actually going places. You spend a lot of time trying to get somewhere in life. And that only applies not only to the subway rides, but also in the life also as well, because I feel like you can see where you're gonna get, you can see which opportunities you're gonna be able to look and also pursue in the city, but also it's gonna take you some time. That is for sure. If that is one thing that I have learned about living in your city, is that it's gonna get some time and you better get used to it. Time is gonna come and go, and you're gonna be either prepared for it or it's gonna eat you alive. And that is like a statement that I know for sure. So I just, try to enjoy my life as soon as I wake up, and I also spend the day doing my daily routine. But I also try to enjoy the little things, just like small stuff. And it could be, taking the ride to work. It could be taking the subway to go to Central Park. It could be taking the subway to go see a friend at night. It could be anything. I think we can both find joy and also happiness in the small things, even though it can be, a little saturated at first. So when I think of, living in the city for 2 months now, all I can see is that it is something that no one's really talking about, because they're not going to show you but the good, the bad, and the ugly, no one's really talking about right now. Because I don't know if it's gonna like make people wanna see it, wanna watch your stories or even watch your videos, but I don't think many people is gonna pay attention to that, because they don't want to see the trash on streets. They don't want to see the homeless people living off the subway stations. They don't want to see any of that. They just want to be consumed by the American dream, the Big Apple dream, which is like coming to the greatest city in America and also having a good time. Going out to all these places that people come as tourists, and they send posts and photos and took photos and do all of these things, but no one's really talking about what it takes to live here. If you want to live in the city, you really have to hustle. Okay, because this is not made for the weak, to the faint of heart. You have to really hustle every single day, because you're not taking the subway, if you're not waking up early, if you're not doing things on time, then life will disappear just in the blink of an eye, and you're gonna see passing through in front of you, and you're not gonna be able like to do anything. Guys is gonna be like, oh, I could do it tomorrow, because it's cloudy and it's rainy, and I'm gonna get a chance to do it tomorrow, so don't worry. But that's the thing. You should be able to enjoy life even if it's raining outside. You should be able still to find happiness in life even if it's cloudy. Okay, just don't wait for the sunny days. Don't wait for it like to be perfect to go out and have a good time. Okay, trying to find happiness and also passion and also pretty in the small things. just like going outside on a rainy day, or taking the subway to the Central Park, or even if you live in Brooklyn, going, from Brooklyn to Uptown. Because if you do that, you're gonna feel appreciated from the small thing to the small stuff. So it doesn't matter. Just try to enjoy life as soon as it comes to you, as soon as it gets to you. And that's what I try to tell myself, and also what I try to live by. Even if it's like a sunny day or even a rainy day, I'm gonna it as per usual. So I'm gonna just do my thing. So I get a lot of questions and messages from my hometown people asking me what it's like to live in the big city, what it's like to live in the Big Apple, and that's what I try to tell them. It's pretty much living the any other city. Only difference that's gonna be is that you're gonna be able to go to multiple different places at once, and you're gonna be able to meet a lot of different people, like a lot of different backgrounds, different languages, and different POVs, and that's pretty much what I tell them. Cause they be like, "Oh, I've seen your Instagram stories, and I wanna go there. I wanna be with you. I wanna be able to go to this place you're going to." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I should be able." And I'm like, "Yeah, 100%. Just make sure you don't expect this and this, cause attend it may not meet your expectations." So if you're thinking about moving to New York City, I just want to, to be honest with you and tell you what it's like, what it's been to me, what it has been like to me. Because if you're definitely thinking about moving to New York City, I just want you to know what it has been like for me. Because it can be so different, from the Instagram stories, the Instagram posts, and how people actually live their lives in here. Because they're not, like posting like 100% what is going on in their lives. And I get that. That is not a bad thing. It's just that sometimes we can just highlight the good part, and the bad and the ugly can be behind, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel and comment what you think. If you live in the city, let me know what it has been like for you. I want to know how you guys are doing here. And also, if you wanted me to talk about something that you want to hear, so I will see you guys next time. Make sure to stay safe. So I will see you guys next time and make sure to stay safe out there. Bye.